Hello grade 5 and welcome to the lesson titled What is Heat? Last time we learned about energy. We said that energy is the ability to do work and cause change. Many kinds of energy exist. We have mechanical energy, the energy of movement. We have sound and light energy that move in waves. And we also have chemical energy found in food and fuel. We also mentioned the unit for energy is joules, named after the scientist Joules. There are two main types of energy, potential energy and kinetic energy. When I'm holding the ball in my hand, I say that the ball has potential energy, stored energy, waiting to come out, waiting to be released. Once I let it go, the energy in this ball will be called kinetic energy, energy of motion, because now it is moving. This is simply the difference between these two types of energy. We also learned about the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, it only changes form. Notice how food or chemical energy turns into motion or mechanical energy. Sunlight turns into sugar in the plant in the process of photosynthesis. And so on. There are so many examples. On the right side you see a light bulb. The amount of electricity it is using is equal to the amount of light and heat that is being generated. This is why we say when we turn off the light, we save electricity. This is also true in all the other examples. A large plant needs more sunlight. An energy-saving car needs less fuel. So energy has not increased or decreased, it has only changed its form. What is heat? Is it potential or kinetic energy? How do we measure it? What unit do we use? We're going to find that out today. Heat is a form of kinetic energy. Notice how particles of water are vibrating very fast. This is movement. This is kinetic energy. What unit should we use to measure heat? Remember that heat is a kind of energy, so we use joules to measure it, just like any other form of energy. Heat flows from hot objects to cooler objects. The first example is the sun and earth. The sun warms the earth. Heat is flowing from a hot object to a cooler object. This is why we do not touch a hot surface. Heat will transfer from that surface to our hand, and that is dangerous. So as you can see, heat will always flow from this source to the surroundings. Heat moves from an object with high temperature to an object with a lower temperature. What is temperature? Simply, it is how hot or cold something is. Temperature in science is the measurement of the average kinetic energy in an object. The movement of particles is kinetic energy. How fast the particles move is called temperature. Temperature is measured using a thermometer. This is what it looks like. When particles vibrate faster, you will read a higher number. In this case, it's 40 degrees Celsius. We have two units for temperature, Celsius and Fahrenheit. For example, human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius, water boils. And at 0 degrees Celsius, water freezes and turns into ice. Now let's do an experiment. We have block A and block B. Block A has much higher temperature than block B. Once they are put in contact, heat starts to flow from the warmer block A to the cooler block B. Once the two blocks achieve the same temperature, heat flow will stop. Now let's take a closer look. What is happening to the particles? They are bumping into each other. This collision is allowing heat energy to transfer from one particle to another until all of them have the same temperature.